Hey everyone, AcidRain64 here, and welcome back to another part of Let's Play Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. In the last part, we did some stuff in Kakariko Village, and we found the Grandpa Saharalasla, and now we're going to go ahead and enter the first dungeon of the game. So, because Saharalasla told us that we basically need to find this temple and go into it, and I think he mentioned the pendants, which is what we're trying to get. That's the first goal of the game. Find all three of those pendants and then get us the Master Sword. So the first of these pendants is in this temple, and we are going to go ahead and get that in this part. Well, I don't know if I'll finish the entire dungeon in this part, but if I do, then that's great. If I don't, then that is completely okay. So it's about midnight right now, and I worked like all day today, and I got off at 10:30, and I came home and did some more stuff. I got the first part of this actually uploaded, and I created a thumbnail for it and all that, and I'm pretty impressed at how that turned out. And the other day I actually did my banner, which turned out really well as well. I know that was an excellently worded sentence. But yeah, I got the thumbnail, and so I'm definitely going to have a thumbnail for every video in this Let's Play, and I also created the playlist and got annotations all set up for that first part. So if I can keep consistent with this Let's Play, I'll be really happy. But I'm feeling pretty tired right now, and that was the whole point of me bringing up the fact that it's midnight and I worked today. So hopefully it won't really affect how this video turns out all that much. But I don't know. You never know. Sometimes, you know, your commentary could reflect whatever kind of mood you're in. But anyways, I had mentioned, I believe in the first part, that I was going to do a side project, and I still plan on doing one, but I think it's not going to be the game I had in mind in the first place. You know, as this was a game that I did near the height of my Let's Plays, there's actually another game that I did a Let's Play of. It was actually my first ever completed Let's Play, being on YouTube, so I'm thinking that I'm going to redo that game, but I'm not really sure yet. Not really sure what I want to do. Oh man, I love how you can use items when you're charging your sword. I think that's pretty cool. I don't really think there's too many instances where that would be extremely useful, but could be. Here I think some skeletons are going to drop from the... Oh, they just kind of appear. I see. I always like killing these guys with the pots, because I don't know, it just feels awesome doing that. It's like I can use the things in the room to kill the enemies that you have to kill. I don't know. Alright, so we already got 2 of the items in this dungeon, so that is really good. And here we have a tablet. Link, it is I, Saharalasla. I can talk to you telepathically when you touch these tiles. Here is a hint. You can use the treasure hidden in this palace to defeat armored foes. Okay. So he's referring to the first dungeon item we'll get. And I do really like that item, so... And it will help us defeat armored foes, which are these guys right here, which you can actually kill with pots, but you can't... They are not affected by your sword, I believe, so... But the pots are really good, but they're limited in each room. But the item we get will pretty much... It's the bow and arrow, I can go ahead and say that, because we've been collecting arrows a lot in this dungeon. And so that's what we're going to be getting in this dungeon. So, and I do like the bow and arrow. It's not my favorite item in the game. That would probably have to go to the upgraded boomerang you can get, because that thing, it's just okay, the boomerang kills certain enemies, and the upgraded boomerang does it a lot faster, which makes it really, really, really good compared to the regular boomerang. And it also goes, like, the boomerang goes, I believe, three-fourths of the way in any direction on the screen. Or maybe it's not three-fourths of the way, it's more like a fourth of the way, pretty much. But the magical boomerang, which is the upgraded boomerang, goes completely around in every direction, which is really awesome. I think in this room we have to kill every enemy here. So it's a good thing I used the pot on that one thing, because if I had just if I had used the pots on something else, I might not have been able to get through the room. I think. I don't know if you can hit him with the sword or not. I think you can. Well, I don't think you can, actually. I don't know. Not really sure. Like, it's been a really long time since I played this game, but I remember this dungeon really well, which is why I'm pretty much flying through it. But it's one of my favorite dungeons in the game as well. But I like a lot of the dungeons in the game. There's really none that I really can say I hate. But okay, I want to go back in here and I want to show off this little thing. If you jump into these things right here, and this is an awesome secret that when I found this out as a kid, it kind of confused me. But we can go ahead and get ourselves some fairies. And I'm just going to go ahead and be settled with one. But those fairies will, of course, revive us if we fall, which they don't fully restore your health, which really sucks. But they will really help out. And we don't have to kill those guys, I think. So we'll go ahead and use our bow for the first time. Well, maybe. If I can stop getting hit by these guys. There we go. I'm not sure what's in this room, but it's obviously not too important. Ooh, it's lost of rupees. Well, I got that fairy, so yeah, it's worth it. See, I don't know how many rupees that was, but it was definitely worth it. I believe we'll need around 500 rupees or something like that in order to get an upgrade pretty soon. So we'll get that after the second dungeon, because we need the item from the second dungeon to actually get that item we need, and it's essentially a power-up. Ugh, more than it is just an item you can collect. Oh, come on. I was trying to get that guy to activate. Ugh! Alright. See, I don't know what these things are meant to be. I think they're meant to be like a standard enemy, but I don't really know which enemy they're meant to be. Because the Armos are outside, and that was the first thing that came to mind. I was thinking, oh, they're Armos, but the Armos are the statues outside, so that wouldn't be them. Alright, let's see if I could... I was hoping to get both of those in one shot. Now we got red versions of these guys. They're definitely not the worst version of these, but they do suck. The Dark World versions, the one that actually mirror your movements, actually suck a lot worse, and that was really awesome. Ah, you had to close your eye. I see. Okay, and I believe the boss is actually right through this door. So I flew through that dungeon, but I'm really happy about that. Here we go. The I think they're called Armos Knights. Not really sure. These guys are really easy to beat too. You can use your sword on them, but the bow and arrow just makes it completely not worth it to use your sword. Except at this point, when the only way you can actually hit that is if he's on the ground. But anyways, we got ourselves a heart container from defeating that boss, and we got ourselves the Pendant of Courage. Oh, that's such a gratifying fanfare. You won the Pendant of Courage. Take it to Saharasala. 2 pendants remain. Sweet. Alright, so we beat the first dungeon already, so I think we'll go ahead and talk to Sarasala, and then we will call it a part. Yeah, so I'm still going to keep these between 10 and 15 minutes long because I want the Let's Play to last, and I also want to make my videos slightly more shorter than they have been in the past. So, oh! You got the Pendant of Courage. Now I will tell you more of the legend. 3 or 4 generations ago, an order of knights protected the royalty of the Hylia. These knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Unfortunately, most of them were destroyed in the great war against evil that took place when the 7 wise men created their seal. Among the descendants of the knights of Hyrule, a hero must appear. I see. Link, I believe you. You should get the remaining pendants, and carry this with you. It is a treasure passed down by the families of the wise men. I want you to have it. And we got ourselves the Pegasus shoes. Now you can execute a devastating dash attack. A helpful item is hidden in the cave to the east side of Lake Hylia. Get it! And we will most certainly get that. This item he gives you is actually required, and you don't really have to. The game doesn't just give it to you. You have to actually come back here and talk to Sarasala. But if you don't, you'll just keep going and eventually realize that you can't progress in the game. But anyways, more on that later. For now, I'm going to go ahead and end this part off here. And yeah, I don't want to go back in there. But next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, we will go ahead and collect some stuff, and then we will move on and go to other things. Probably the next dungeon. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like this part, please feel free to subscribe and do all that other good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next part. Did some little